Welcome to our project. Our project title is Offline Signature Verification. First of all, we will see the importance of signature verification. Signature is an important aspect for authentication of individual. Every sectors like bank, public and government, private office uses signature to authenticate user or employee. The individual side effect of signature is that they can be exploited for the purpose of faking a document's authenticity. So it is important to have some robust system to check genuine and forged signature. So the basic steps involved in this project is first is pre-processing of images, second is extracting feature, third is creating HOG, that is histogram of oriented gradient, and fourth feature is training model and testing. So now we will walk through the code first. So we are using Collab here. We are going to use these libraries first for this project. We are using CV2, OS, glog, NumPy and random. Here in this section of code, what we are doing is mounting the drive to our Collab so that we can use the drive as a local storage. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. Refresh it. You can see we have all the content of drive. You can easily access everything drive in Collab. Now in this section of code, we are pre-processing. We are processing our input image. Once we will take input in our main function here, we will call this preprocess function, prepare function to pre-process our image. Inside this prepare function, first we will denoise the image. We are using fast NL denoising function. It is a inbuilt function of Python. And then we are creating a kind of box to resize the image and creating a perfect image for our signature, so that unwanted spaces from image will be lost and will give a perfect size image for our further model training. So this part of code deals with the basic code behind our model. So here we are using artificial neural network, and inside this neural network we are using sigmoid function as our accuracy function. So as you can see, once we process the image and once the binarization of the image is done, we are calling this function here as a sigmoid function, and we are passing which value as a 10, so it will run for 10 times, and we are taking alpha value as 0.01. This is the basic model for our training, and inside this model we are passing this training data and this testing data. So first, once we take the input, we are creating a batches of images so that it will process faster and in parallel. Once the batches is created, we are sending it to the sigmoid function, and we are trying to get the output, and we are actually trying to trying to reduce the error using back propagation. Once the evaluation part is done, and after running it 14 times, we are finding the test result. So now we are going to run all the section one by one. So this is the importing library section. So first I will import the whole library first. Let's see, run this. The code is running. I already have run this part, so just skipping this. Okay, now this preparation part, yeah, it's done. Then this function, okay, it's done. This is the main function where I'm actually inputting all the images, testing and training. So also I have to run this part also. Okay, Now I'm calling the main function, so it will take some time because it will import all the images, and then it will train the model, and again then it will test the model, so it will take some time. It will depend upon also on the alpha value and epoch. So if your value is different, so it will take some more time or maybe some lesser time. So it will depend on that. So you can see here, yeah, so my result deviated approx 25%. So actually its ideal value should be 12, but it is showing 15 because of the model. Okay, so now again we run this code. Let's see the output. It will take some time, depends on the your image. Okay, so now you can see this time it's showing less error. Again, once you run the code, you can see the sound of aeroplane here. So we are very near to airport. This kind of disturbance is very usual to us, and again the disturbance in our output also. Let's conclude this session with these following points. So our system, our project, is not so robust to detect each and every forgery. Some skilled forgery can mislead our system. So we are trying to make it as precise as possible. Thank you for watching this video.